Good evening, everyone. This is Miss Gail here at Georgia Peachnut Garden. How are you doing today? It's been a minute since I put out a video because I've been doing a little special project, getting up early in the morning and getting home late at night. So this is going to last for about another month and a half, and I'll be back on schedule. So I'll be popping in and doing a little something with you guys and popping out. So thank you for your patience. Because of my schedule, I'm having to do more paper towel methods. And you guys know about my floods, so I'm behind the 8 ball doing my kale. And I am going to be doing some paper towel method with the mustard and turnips, which I've not sown because I'm behind the 8 ball. So this is this is my kale. There's different kind of kale in here. I started them doing the paper towel method about maybe 6 days ago. They came right up. I took them and transferred them into this tin foil container. No holes in the bottom. I boiled some water and took some seed starting mix and put the water in the bag and to kill any possible insects or whatever, or eggs. Squeeze that out and put it in here. And then I took the seeds that turned into seedlings and put them in here. And it looks like I did them individually, but I didn't, because let's see if you can see this group right here. Some of them I just took a group of them and stuck them in here. Some of them still have the paper towel underneath them. It's perfectly okay. It's biodegradable. And when they get their first set of true leaves, maybe the second one, we'll see, I'm going to take them and go on ahead and put them inside of a grow bag outside. So this is one way that you can start your seeds. You don't have to do it just in the summer or winter. It's anytime you want to. You can do it just like this. You can put the seeds directly in here and don't have to do the paper towel method. And I did do that over in this area. And some of the seeds are coming up, but you can't tell because they're like dark colored. But the seeds are coming up in this little area. Just direct sow the seeds. This is sitting on a heat mat and it has a lamp light over it. But these are all kale. You need to plant a lot of kale. Kale is very good and nutritional for you. And they have adapted to this tray. And I water them every day, not saturate them. I just take a little bottle of water and go back and forth and keep it moist. So it's getting heat from the bottom and from the top. And you say, well, Miss Gail, can I just go on ahead and direct sow? Yes, you can. It depends on where you live, though. If you're in a very cold climate right now, depending on your grow zone, it will take a long time. I would say do the winter sowing method with the milk jug. Fix my glasses. With the milk jug, if you don't know how to do that, I do have a video out that shows you how to do the milk jug and the winter sowing method that way. If you are in zone 8A, always check your grow zone. Grow zone 8A for me here in Georgia. I could do it outside, but at nighttime the temperatures drop, so that slows down the germination. That's why I'm doing it this way, and then I can take it out to the garden or to the grow bag, or you can take it to your container garden or wherever, and take these and go on ahead and put them in there. You've at least gotten it started. So I'm going to go over how I do the paper towel method. This is just one method. I've done this before, but I'm going to do it again since I have to do it anyway. I have taken a paper towel, and the paper towel that has the half part, and I took the half part and took half of that. So you fit it inside of this is a quart size, and this is a gallon size right here. Now this paper towel is not saturated. It is like if you wet a paper towel and squeezed it out, that's how wet you want it. And make sure you put it in here. Now I put the paper towel in here dry, and then I just take my little sprayer and spray a couple of sprays in there, not much, just a little. And then I squeeze the water out and make sure it gets all over the paper towel. That way it stays straight. But you don't have to do that. You can wet the paper towel, squeeze it, and straighten it out and put it in here. It depends on how strong your paper towel is. So, okay, here we go. I'm going to start with mustard. This is the red mustard seed. And I'm going to use my garden marker. And I'm going to bring you down to where you can see what I'm doing. Get you straight. And I'm going to write on here, red mustard. And today I think it's the 8th. So we do 11, 8, 24. So this is the day I'm putting them in here for them to germinate. So I'm going to open up this pack of red mustard. I'm thinking I shouldn't have to open this up because I should have a pack already open. Let's do this first. And let's take a look at the date on this. You always want to check your date. And the date is packed on 12/31/21. So we'll see if these are going to germinate. They are 3 years old. And these are 3 years old too. So I bought them around the same time. So this is a good way to see if your seeds also are going to germinate, because sometimes we plant things outside and you're waiting on them to come up and they don't come up. You're like, oh, it didn't come up. Well, they're old. They're either too old or something went wrong. 9 times out of 10, if they're 3 years old, they're too old. But we'll see. And we'll know in about 2 to 3 days about the mustard. So I'm just going to sprinkle them out like that. I want a lot of them, so I'm broadcasting them in this bag. And you can see what I'm doing. I see you can see me good. Just doing it from side to side. And since this is 2021 bag, I'm just going to do them all. Ooh, that's a lot though. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do them all. Do as many as I possibly can. That's why I have this big paper towel, because I want to do a lot. And just spread it out. And that takes care of that pack. So, and now what we're going to do, I'm just going to press and then ziplock. And I'm going to keep this flat. I take this and put it in my pantry on top of my plates. You can put it, some people put them on top of their refrigerator and get the warmth from there, but I just sit it in the pantry on top of my plates. So for this one right here, I'm going to do the Indian Florida broadleaf. And let me see. This one has a sell-by date of February 21 also. So, we're going to write on here. India, Florida, broadleaf. Mustard. So we'll know what it is because they all look alike. So we have written that on here. And I'm going to open this up like we did the other one. I'm just going to use half of the pack on this one. Make sure you get it all the way open. This one is really wet, so I'm going to have to take away some of the moisture out of here. I got this one too wet. You don't want it dripping wet. So you can just take a paper towel or whatever you have and just kind of damp it to absorb some of the moisture out of it. You don't want them to mold, and they will do that. Okay, so now that's better. So we're going to go on ahead and do the same thing here. Oops, it turned and fell all off. So there it goes. You can save some of them. And you can also do this as well as go out and broadcast some in the area that you're going to be growing them in or in the container. You don't want them lumped up together, so you want to spread them out. Spread them out as much as possible. Now some people take the time to do however many they think they want, but that's a lot. These mustard seeds are very, very small. I'll show you how I'm going to do it, how I do it once they germinate. And I just kind of spread them. Make sure they get pat down into the paper towel. And that's good. Pick up the little ones that's falling out. Put them back in. And then I'm going to Ziploc. Press down so they can have good contact and sit them over here on top of the other ones. Now we have the turnips. It's the same procedure. And on my turnips, I have, now these may not germinate. These are the turnip shugan, and I've had these for a long, long time. So I'm trying to see if I have a pack that is, oh, these are not. Hold on for a second. Oh, got it mixed up. I guess I need to open up the package that has the turnips in it, because this is not the right one. Okay, here we go. Now, here we go. We're cooking with gas. We have the turnip purple white globe, and the date on this one is 2011-2020. So these should be good. And we have the turnip Tokyo Cross hybrid. So on this one right here, because we do like to eat turnips, we like to eat the root, I'm going to go on ahead and put this one in the big one. This is a new pack. And they should germinate within a couple of days. They usually germinate pretty quickly. I'll keep an eye out on them and come back and let you know. So, let's see here. We're going to write on the front. Turnip. Purple. Top. White. Globe. Okay. Now you guys, I'd like for you to try this if you've never done it before. Play the video back, go get your material. Everybody got paper towels, Ziploc bag. That's all you need, and some seeds. And this one right here is soaking wet too. I didn't squeeze it out enough. So we're gonna damp it. If you see the water glycerine on top, it's too wet. You don't want to see it glycerine. So I'm going to damp it. And when you check it, if it looks like it's still kind of really wet 2 or 3 days later, or if it's not wet enough, it starts drying out, you can add just a couple of little sprinkles of water, or you just take a paper towel and put the paper towel behind that paper towel, and it'll sop up some of the water. Okay, here we go. Do the same thing here as we did with the other ones. We really like turnips, so we're going to put a lot in here. Now we're going to go and spread them out. Don't be afraid to go all the way to the bottom and to the corners. You just want to make sure it still stays on the paper towel. That's the most important part. I did my kale over there the same way as I'm doing this, and you see it turned out just fine. So let me get this off of my hand because I've got some of them stuck to my hand. Don't want that. Press down, and we're gonna close it up. And we're gonna sit this. So you can stack these on top of one another. They can just stay stacked on top of one another. Wherever you're gonna pull them at, you can just leave them stacked. It's okay. The last one we're going to do, and then we're gonna go, is going to be the turnip Tokyo Cross Hybrid. Okay, and I forgot to put the date on the other one, but I put it on this one, 11/8/24. And I'll make sure I mark the other one. Okay, we're going to do the same thing here. You guys, when you try this, come back and let me know how it worked out for you, if you were able to be successful. And I'm still seeing glycerin in this one, so I'm going to just go on ahead and take my little rag and get some of the water up. There you go. Just that quick. New package, and it's 11/22 as well. It's the package is sale by date. So we're approximately 2 years old here. We shall see if they're going to germinate. So I'm doing the same thing here. We're going to go in, start pouring. I didn't do the whole bag, and we are going to spread. And get some off my fingers, and there we have it. Get some down at the bottom. And that's good coverage for me. Take the air out. I take the air out. Some people blow in it and keep the air in it. I don't, and it works fine for me. So look, we have just done, we've just done 4 different paper towel methods, not different, but they're the same, but 4 paper towel methods of seed sowing. And I want to put the date on this one before I forget. 11/8/24. Okay, so I'm going to put these in my pantry. I will come back and let you know as soon as they start to germinate. I will show it to you. So, okay, you guys, that's it.